All right, so you are here today for Cleartouch Basics because most of you either have a board or you're going to be using one. My name is Laura Shambly. Most of y'all here know me. I am assigned at McLaughlin, Hawkeye, and Sandy Grove Elementary. I am one of the digital technology instructional facilitators here in Hope County. I will be at McLaughlin every Tuesday as of now. So I'm here if you need me. So the first thing that's important to know about the Cleartouch is it has two sides, okay? And for the most part, you only use one side of them, but I'm gonna show you the other side so that you know what to do if it accidentally ends up over there and you need to get back. So it has an Android side, okay? Which looks like this. See, it says Android. So when you're on the Android side, it basically makes this a giant tablet. There's a lot of things you can't do with it, but there are some things that you can. So Tasha's is connected with an HDMI cable. So it's not using Wi-Fi because her internet is also hardwired in. But if it was using Wi-Fi, you would be able to download the Collage app on your phone or your Chromebook, anything like that, and push this, and it would give you a code that you would then put in on your device, and you would be able to mirror the screen to the board. Now, some people, I haven't looked at all of McLaughlin's boards, but I'm guessing because Tasha's is using the HDMI, y'all's are all probably connected with the HDMI. Some schools, if it's not directly connected to your desktop, you have to mirror to be able to see your slides and things. But if you turn it on and it shows your desktop, then it's connected to with HDMI and you're fine and you don't have to worry about that. That's basically all you would use on the Android side. Yes?
It becomes like a tablet. So can we use our iPad and apps that would be on our iPad?
Okay,
on the board?
So kind of. So this canvas is not our LMS canvas. This is a whiteboard, which you can use on here. There's also a canvas on the other side that has more features, but it does work here. The browser is probably not going to work, but there is, you see, a store, which they do have some apps that you might want to go through and download. You can do that, but it's not going to be like your iPad. It's
Okay.
a separate tablet.
I just didn't know with what was on our iPads, like with the kids' iPads and our teacher iPads, like if there were interactive things that
You
we.
said you could share from another device, I think. Is that what you're talking about?
I've never tried it with an iPad, actually. That's something we can test out because it is an app. So that is something you might actually be able to share your iPad screen on here, which actually would be very.
How to use Starfall. Let's just use that for example.
Yeah.
Could I share that with them so they could see what we were doing before they independently went to do it?
I've never actually tried that, but we can try that.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are here and you want to get out of here and you don't know what to do, you use 3 fingers. You start right above, see where it says Cleartouch right here in the middle? On the screen, 3 fingers slide up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. So hers is plugged into HDMI 1. I know because there's a little blue dot right there. Okay. Some schools, it'll be plugged into VGA. But again, you'll know because it'll have a blue dot. So Tasha's is on HDMI 1. So now I'm on the PC side, and this is where you'll be using it most of the time. This is the computer side, this is the important side, this is the side that you want to be on, okay? So, for basics, to get you started, the first week of school, how do you get your slides up here?
Yes.
Okay, so it works just like your computer screen. So I'm gonna go out of here. Okay, so here's your computer screen. Just go to Chrome like you normally would and add your tab. You can log into Google and pull it up. ta-da, that's it. Which is how I have mine up. I logged in, have them up, start my slideshow. Now, when you want to change the tab, it's over here on the left. That's how you change your slide. Bottom left corner. That's your slides.
Will our pointers work? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yes, if you have a pointer, that should be able to still connect and work.
Okay.
Also, with the Collage app, if you have it, you can use your phone and use your phone as a clicker on your screen. But again, the internet's hardwired on here, which is why when I click this, it says no internet connection, because the board's not using Wi-Fi. But if it is using Wi-Fi, you can use the Collage app, and there will be like letters and numbers there. Any questions about that?
Will I have to download the app on the phone?
Yes, it's called the Collage app. Yes.
Is there a way to, like, if there's something that we're pulling up and we want to freeze our Google Slides, like on freeze the screen? Is there a way we can freeze it, like stop,
Like we did with the smart board?
Yeah, like we did with the smart board.
So it came with a remote.
Mhm.
Do you have the remote?
It's over there somewhere.
Okay, I don't see it. That's okay. It came with a remote, and I have a Cleartouch quick start guide that I will share with all of you. And in that Cleartouch guide, it tells you what all of the remote buttons do.
Okay.
So like there's like a blue button, a green button, a red button, and you can freeze it. You can turn off the touch. You can turn it back on. So I will send you that. It has nice, lovely pictures. Oh, see, Tasha didn't even take it out of the bag.
I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do, I just left it there.
What's the biggest, hugest difference between this?
And actually, if you have this is the quick start guide. The one I have has more pictures and it's colored.
Can we get that one, because I think kindergarten is okay.
Yeah. I sent it to Tasha, but I'll share it to the rest of you. It tells you what the different colors of the buttons mean and all of that, because I honestly don't remember off the top of my head which ones are which. But yes, you can freeze the screen.
Okay.
You can freeze it, you can turn off the touch. For example, because you're in kindergarten and first grade, and this is kindergarten and first grade height. If they're in stations and you're in the small group area, you might want to turn off the touch so they can't go over there and mess with things while you're on the other side of the room. Yes.
And how do we get out of that where you're at right now? You're in prison.
Okay. So you go here, you tap it, and when this comes up, you hit the 3 dots and exit slideshow. Or on your keyboard, you can hit the escape key. Oh, thank you. Remote.
I didn't know what to do with that, I just left it.
Yeah, so I know it's these colored buttons. I just don't remember which ones are which. So I'll have to send you the quick start guide. It's not in there.
Now, what's she got again?
Oh, those are the pins. These are, you get 2 pins and they connect right there.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
So that almost mimics the 4 that we used to have, so we can write on the board?
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll find that I'll pull up the Canvas app on here. So this has, I don't remember how many, but lots of points of touch. So, you know, on the smart board, if you had 2 kids touching it at the same time, it would like go crazy and not do things. 2 kids can be drawing 2 completely different things at the same time and it will still work. So I can show you that. So the app, what I was downloading on here before y'all got in here that I'm probably gonna have to put on all of yours is the Snowflake program. That is the program that gives us all of the really cool features for this board that makes it more than just the TV, okay? So from your desktop, once it's downloaded, it literally looks like a little snowflake. And it says Nui Tech Snowflake. Okay, so you click it, it will come up, and I don't know if you see this little thing right here, a little circle, half circle arrow. That's because I already have Snowflake opened, unless you completely exit, it will always stay open. This is what it looks like when you pull it up. You can get into YouTube from here. This is the canvas.
So it's like apps.
It is like apps.
Click on them.
So this is the whiteboard. If I use 3 different fingers, and I can draw over here and over here at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Make it full
Can you
screen?
make it? Yeah.
You can. We figured that out last time I was here. But that's a computer setting that's not on here. It's when you go into your settings on the desktop, you just gotta make it widescreen. If you give a flat hand, it's supposed to erase. Sometimes it's finicky. There we go. Now you're an eraser.
Can we do the circle thing like we used to?
Let's see. No.
Worth asking.
Yes. You can also put, you see the image here? You can put full images in here. You can download them, or if you go here, you can put little clips of actual websites in here. So like if you're talking about, give me something that you talk about in science or social studies or something.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. So let's go to images. We like this picture.
Yeah. So that chair and take it over that way. You might not be able to see it.
So this is how to plant and grow and harvest pumpkins. And I can have this over here and still refer to it and talk about it. Oh, come on, ads. You can still refer to it and talk about it while you're over here and continuing to type. You just have to go back to your pen. You can type, you can write, things like that. You can pull in a picture and use this as like a journal type thing.
Oh, wow.
The half circle with the arrow is always what's going to get you back. So if you hit desktop, it's going to take you back to your desktop. Hit the snowflake, it brings you back. If you want to just get out of this app, you hit the half circle and hit close app. And now it's going to bring me back here. You can also get into your Google Slides here by going to Google Docs. And you would log into Google and pull up your slides here. And you might be wondering, well, why would I do that if I can just go to Google from Chrome? Let me show you. So say you are working on taking notes on a read aloud that you're doing. So I'm going to open up YouTube because the read aloud is on YouTube. And then I'm going to hit my snowflake button over here. I'm going to hit this zones button. Now my screen's in half. I can pull up my document that the kids are taking notes on, or I can pull up that canvas, anything like that, and I can have 2 screens up simultaneously next to each other. You can swap the zones.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more.
You can swap them, you can close them, you can change it to, there's several different ones. You can have 3 zones, 4 zones, however many you want. That's my favorite feature is the zones. Anything about that? Yes.
Hi, thanks for being here. might have already been answered. Is that paired with the camera, the document camera?
So the document camera would be like its own program like it was before, and you would have to just go from your desktop. So that's, you would hit that and then click desktop and go to wherever your camera is.
So it doesn't do the zones?
I don't think so because it's a separate program. Anything else about that? Okay. So this also has lots of different tools in it. There's a clock, there's a calculator, there's some little game type things, and it has something called nodes on it. I'm looking for that, which is like, oh, here it is, it's right here. And it's like mind maps where you can have the kids make mind maps, they can put pictures in it, things like that. So there's lots of different things you can explore through here. Math bugs, which is like adding, stuff like that. So lots of stuff you can go through. Any questions about that?
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna exit out so that you hit the little half circle and hit exit, and that's gonna get you completely out of Snowflake. There's also some other tools over here, like a cover overlay and spotlight and stuff like that you can play around with too on your own different pages if you really want to. And that's really it. That's really the basics. Yeah.
I have a, so it's kind of like a two-parter, and it might be a moot point. If all of them are hardwired in, then it's kind of pointless to download the collage out.
Correct.
Ms. Roberson, call the office, please. Ms. Roberson, please call 621.
Okay, but if it's not, let's just say that's not, is it possible for us to, I know you said we use our phones and other devices as like clickers and stuff like that, can we also use them for like the drawing on, writing on portion, like the
Yes.
canvas?
Yes.
So I could be like, it would just go.
Yes, you can use your phone and actually write on the board and things if
Or I
you're
can
using the
just, like,
Collage app.
Because I'm gonna be teaching art, so I can have open like an art app, like, and just screen my device.
Yes.
It's all null and void if they're all just hardwired.
If they're hardwired in, you would have to pull it up on here and do it from the board. You wouldn't be able to do it from your phone or an iPad.
Yeah.
That was a good question, though. Any other questions? Anything that you're wondering how to do that I didn't talk about? Yes, Tash.
How do I show my slides or my video or whatever on this screen, but yet I have something else going on that screen?
On Snowflake. Is that what you're talking about, Snowflake? Oh, over here.
I don't know what I'm
So
talking
that's
about.
extending your
I wanna
screen.
check my emails while they're watching their
Freeze
clip.
it. You can make that a monitor.
So you can either freeze it or you can extend your screen. To extend your screen on your computer, the easy way, there's a little Windows button on your keyboard. You hit the Windows button and the letter P, and it pulls this up. And you want to extend, which is how we had yours set up before, where part of the display is over here and part of it's over here, so that you can have YouTube or whatever up over here, and you can be checking your email on your desktop.
It'd be basically turning that into a monitor,
Yes.
like.
A
it's
separate
like,
monitor.
People that have two
Yes.
monitors next to each other.
And then if you want it back, you would push the Windows P and have it on duplicate, which means they're showing the same thing.
Duplicates are showing the same thing, what, thing, extend?
Extend means you're making it bigger. So you,
click on it for her.
yeah, the extend is what we had yours on before. So you can see none of your icons are on that because it's a separate, the main display is this monitor, so it has all of your icons.
Okay.
So anything you pull up over here, it's gonna show up over here first and you have to drag it over. I'm trying to find your mouse. Here it is, okay. So see the mouse is over there on the big screen? So now I have to slide it over so it shows up over here. So I'm gonna pull up here's my slides. I slide them over to show them over there.
Like you have two monitors.
I
Remember
don't
that?
think you're.
So this is
Right,
how
now
we
this
already
is-
had.
Now you showing me what's on the monitor screen is on the,
So this is showing something different than what's over there. Your stuff is connected. So
So it's like you have two monitors hooked up to that one CPU. Whatever you want to show on the touch screen, you have to click and drag it over.
yes. So it'll show up on here first, and you have to click the tab like we showed you before and slide it over.
have that, but then once it gets over there,
It's over there unless you get your mouse over there.
but once it's over there, then how do I,
You just use this like regular. It doesn't
Yeah,
do
you
anything
just
with
move the
that.
mouse back.
You just move your mouse back over here to this side and go to your email or whatever. I keep dropping stuff over here, Tasha, I'm sorry. And if you try this and it's confusing for you, or if you're a resource teacher and they have it set up like this and it's confusing for you, push the Windows button P, and then it would already be on extend. You're gonna change it to duplicate. And now they show the same thing on both screens.
Could you show us how to change the setting, so that it would be widescreen?
So it's widescreen, okay.
yes,
So if you want to make it widescreen all the way across the board, you're going to go to your settings, go to system, and it should already be on display.
this is one Jake had a hard time figuring out.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what he pushed.
It had something to do with those numbers.
That was to extend your display though.
The identify.
Mm-mm. Here we go. His scaling's just gonna
Projecting to this
That-
PC.
projecting to this.
It's on both.
Because there's no projecting.
Hold and drag your screen.
Let's try this.
And work on your computer at this time. So we would extend the time.
That's just gonna make it smaller than what it's smaller. Ooh, no, don't do that.
I think you have it full screen there. When it's now. When you extended it, it made that full screen.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask Jake what he did to do that for you.
I think you have it right there, like if you open it.
Let's see.
It's like Google.
Oh yeah, it is full screen. So I guess maybe it only does full screen when you extend it? That doesn't make sense.
It is. If she expands that window and then goes into present mode.
See?
Oh, that's,
So when you extend your screens, it will get rid of the black bands.
That'd be the easiest.
yeah, I want it to stay there.
So just keep it on.
So just keep it on extend.
Yeah.
And that's Windows E?
Yes, Windows P is how you go from extend and duplicate. And I think it looks like that because it's duplicating this screen and this screen is not a rectangle, it's a square. So that's why it does it when it's duplicating.
I'll call you one day.
Okay, so are there any other questions about the board? Anything else that you want to know how to use?
Well, I guess I do have one more
Yes.
question, it kind of just affects us, but since we're on, well, no, not you actually, just us, since we're on cards, like if I wanted to use my Chromebook, I know the likelihood of being able to like mirror it over or whatever is probably not gonna happen. Would it be, like I'm just trying to think like what would be the quickest, like a certain amount of time?
You can sign
Sign in here.
Sign in on
Sign
the-
in.
Would it be,
Yeah.
but like, it
Sign
seems
in.
like my computer, maybe it's just mine in the gym, but it seems like it takes forever for it to like fully boot up.
Yeah,
Would it be
so-
quick for me to do that? Or would it be easier for me just to have an HDMI cord and plug that into my Chromebook and plug it in?
So my suggestion would be, you have two suggestions. You could either log out and log in with your account, but like you said, that does take time. Or you can do what I did, which is I'm on Tasha's account. I didn't log her out, and you hit these three dots and hit new incognito window, and you can log into Google Drive or whatever. And when you exit out of the incognito window, it doesn't leave you logged in or anything.
Okay, I think I'll just do that.
That's what we usually do when we're doing trainings and stuff, because then we don't have to worry about our stuff getting saved on the computer or anything like that. Anything else?
Are you gonna let us know how to download Snowflake, or you're
I'll do
guys
it.
gonna come around and do it?
Yeah, since I'm here, I'll go ahead and do it. Because I have to call, they have to remote in and put in the password and all that stuff, so I'll just do it while I'm here.
This is in every classroom, like even over there. Oh, just K1?
You have a smart board over there. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording.